So I'm just gonna give the weekly update that I do and stuff in Jacksonville. What I've been up to this week. Got two new contracts this week, which is great. Let's see, where did those leads come from? I think they were both texting leads. Oh no, one was a texting lead, and the other one that we got was from those golden address postcards that I mentioned I sent out. So for anyone who didn't see the one last week, I sent out about 2,000 postcards. What I did is I only sent them to highly motivated people based on data, but also only to people whose address that the credit bureaus had was different than the address um, that was on file for the tax records of the property address. So my thought was that maybe no one's reaching these people. Who knows if that was right? But we got four inquiries from that. Two were basically don't send me mail again. One was super unrealistic, which left me with one qualified lead, and that was one of the deals that we got this week. So it's a solid deal. Dropped about $800 on the mailer, so obviously well worth it. So that was good. Interesting to see the difference of talking to someone from who calls in from a mailer versus someone who we reach out to with texting. Obviously, if they're going to pick up the phone and call, something they get in the mail, they're a little more of a qualified prospect, or a lot more, depending on the person. So that was interesting that panned out. So I'm going to try some more of those. Maybe switch it up, try a different postcard, maybe try some handwritten letters. May even hit the same exact people again because different people obviously react to different kind of mail pieces, and it's a timing thing, right place, right time. Obviously, no expert in direct mail, so we'll have to play around there. Um, there was that. I went from a texting lead, and then so that's two this week, two last week, and I think I have another one coming from this week. It wasn't something that I was able to get right on the spot because it's a guardianship situation. So kind of the attorneys set the price on it, and then I have to get a contract from them. But I think we should be moving forward on that one. Who's ever watching, throw it in the comments. So I know who's checking this out. Or feel free to ask any questions too. So that's kind of, it's been a good week there. So potentially three deals coming out this week. I actually have another call lined up with a seller to do an offer call tomorrow. So we'll see. Maybe that would be great if we could pull 3-4 deals out of this week. What else have I been working on? Oh, move forward with an SEO guy. Going with my friend Alex's company runs a marketing agency. So met with him and his other guy on Thursday. So we're getting that kicked off on Monday. So I'm super excited to get going on that. I think we have a pretty good advantage there since I'm kind of familiar with technology, and we're going to do a lot of stuff around conversion rate optimization. So we actually convert people there on the website. So I'll keep everyone posted there. There's going to be probably have to move my website over to WordPress. We're figuring that out Monday. So it's going to be a heavy lift for the first few weeks, but then we're going to keep it going and hopefully bring in a lot of leads that way. What else has been going on? Yeah, really working on the sales stuff again, especially with these in-person appointments. I think I've mentioned on these things before. People sometimes think it's crazy if you're not in this business that you would sign a real estate contract over the phone without seeing a property, but actually that's how most of my deals happen. But this past week actually, all three of those were from in person, and well, I'm assuming we get the guardianship one, but the other two were too. And the reason I don't always go on in person is that Jacksonville's so big. I mean, it just takes so much time to drive from one thing to another, so then I end up missing out on time making calls. But there are some sellers that, especially older sellers, they're just not going to sign a contract on a computer without meeting you, and you have to obviously realize that. So what I've been doing there is I just want to make sure that if I go out to the property, that they're actually comfortable selling it, like they're actually ready, because the worst thing is if you take 3 hours of your day, an hour there, an hour back, an hour to meet them, and they're obviously not even ready to sell it. So we're doing a lot of stuff there. What I kind of do is I tell them on the phone that, hey, I'm going to come out there tomorrow. I just want you to know that I'm coming out there to buy a house. Is that something you're comfortable with? And then I also, basically say, got it. So it sounds like if we, come to an agreement on price and everything, that you feel comfortable putting everything in writing. So I just want to make sure that they're in that mindset. Now, obviously, we're not always going to come to terms. Maybe the price is not what they want, or maybe something else doesn't work out. But I don't want to go out there if at least like they're not like, okay, I'm ready to sell. I don't want to go out there and just give people a bunch of free estimates on what they can get. Yeah. Hey, Miguel, what's going on, man? Yeah, things are going well over here. Keep you posted on what you're up to. We haven't caught up in a while. Who else is here? Now I see there's 2 people here. But yeah, anyway, that's kind of the summary for the week. So 2 deals. Oh, now we got 3. I should just like leave this running for a while before I start talking. But yeah, so 2 deals this week. Potentially 3. Actually, week's not over. Hopefully 1 tomorrow. And I am gonna, there's gonna be a lot of focus on the SEO the next few weeks, but I think I'm gonna drop another batch of mailers next week because it's pretty easy for me to just set that up. So I'll probably just drop that again because I had some success with that there. So that's kind of the summary, and yeah, I'll see everyone here next Friday. Give everyone another update.